What up, Salvador Brinkman here, and on this video, I really want to make this about you, whether you're a teenager or in your early 20s, and maybe you've even struggled and you haven't yet gotten started with anything online. You haven't even made $1 online, and it could just be that you're going down that wormhole of trying to figure out how to actually do it, or if you do know how to do it, you're just hesitating with taking that next step and actually taking action. So I'm here to help you break through that barrier, and by the end of this video, not only are you gonna walk away with tangible strategies and techniques to earn income online, whether you are a teenager or in your early 20s, but in addition, you're gonna have that fire in the belly and that hunger to go out there and to actually do it. So my name is Salvador Brinkman, and I got started online around 18 or 19 years old. The first time I actually earned income online was through a blog. I actually had an article that I wrote. I was applying to Harvard University, as long as with a bunch of other colleges. I ended up going to school at George Washington University. I didn't get into Harvard, but I ended up writing an article about my experience applying and doing interviews and all the things that go into that. And actually had that article blow up. It's the first time that I actually started to earn income online from anything like advertising in the Google AdSense program. And over time, I've been able to actually make a living doing what I love, earning income on a consistent and reliable basis that not only supports myself, but also teammates who work with me behind the scenes. The one thing I can tell you is that irrespective of your talents, your intelligence, where you're from, what your backstory is, or even the resources that you have access to, anyone who's watching this video can earn income online and can actually do it much faster than they ever imagined possible. So listen up, because some of the steps I'm gonna be going through in this video are gonna move you forward. And if you really do feel like this is something that you're ready to do, do not hesitate, my friend. Start taking some action. I'll also have a special message for you at the end of this video. The first way that I want to talk about in terms of earning income online as a teenager or as someone in their young early 20s is actually the one that I think is overlooked a lot. And that's because typically people think expensive equipment when it comes to this particular strategy or this particular method, and that is podcasting. And the reason why I'm mentioning podcasting first is actually one of the easiest ways to earn income online is because when you start and launch a podcast, not only do you gain access to an army of people all over the world that are tuning into podcasts regularly and listening to you, but those people are listening to really in-depth, long episodes of a podcast. For example, 30 to 40 minutes. The great thing about podcasting is that no matter what you're interested in, you can create a podcast around it. It could be entertainment related, it could be politically related, it could be important, interesting conversations about life, it could be about career, it could be teaching something that you understand, or bringing on and discussing things with experts in order to give someone a sort of a better understanding of a process, right? Or something that they're trying to accomplish. Podcasting is great because anyone can do it. You don't even have to be on video if you don't want to. You can do it via Zoom. And most importantly, when you do a podcast, you can also command really high what's called CPMs, which is the fact that other people right now are just clamoring at the opportunity to advertise on podcasts. There's not enough inventory out there. It's not only so easy to start a podcast nowadays, you can get something really cheap when it comes to a microphone that's also very good quality. And in addition, you can get your podcast out there and disseminate that to a bunch of listeners who are tuning in on a weekly or on a monthly basis. But this also serves as a great foundation for you then to be able to launch new products, new services, to have sponsors on the show, and it can really snowball very quickly for you. And that's exactly why for me in my life in 2015, when I launched my podcast, Crowdfunding Demystified, that was a huge turning point for me in my career, and I wish I had done it sooner. So podcasting is number one, I'd say, in the easiest ways to begin to earn an income and to have a presence online as a teenager or as someone in their 20s. Number two is blogging. And I know that most people are going to think I was going to say blogging because blogging sounds like it's so 2007 or like it was so far away, right? That blogging was actually a thing. In reality, I think that we're actually seeing a huge resurgence of blogging. And actually, if you notice it, many of the larger brands out there today are engaged in some form of article writing or blog. Now, the reason why I'm recommending it in this list is because not only is this easy for anyone to do, all you need is a laptop. The great thing is as well, you can do this from wherever you want. All you need to be able to be willing to do is to put together a useful or an informative article for someone else who's trying to learn something, or maybe even an entertainment or personality-driven blog in some way. If you are willing to create and put out content, that content can now easily gain an audience online, and you can do things like promote it in different Facebook groups, different LinkedIn groups, on Reddit, and different social bookmarking websites, and you can get an avalanche of traffic checking out your blog in the same way that I did. Now, the downside to blogging is that I would say the advertising CPMs are less than what they used to be. However, there are many other ways in which you can monetize a blog by selling digital products, by selling ads and private ads and sponsorships, by doing other things as well, like affiliate marketing, where you don't even have to come up with your own product. You can just recommend someone else's. And in this way, you can literally be a teenager, be going to high school or college, be making money from your laptop hand over fist, and all you're doing is publishing articles and content online. The third item I'm going to mention in my list is there because the great thing about the online world is that all you need are really a couple of skills to be able to make it in today's society. If you are good in any kind of way at skills that you are offering online, you can easily make money doing that. So the number 3 in this list is freelancing. So you can become a freelancer from anywhere, and you can actually get clients around the world who pay you to produce content, for example, with blogs, who pay you when it comes to graphics or digital marketing, who can pay you to help or make explainer videos or whatever your skill is. They can actually pay you to utilize that skill in their business. Maybe you understand more than they do when it comes to social media marketing, because again, there are a lot of people out there that are older that don't understand things like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and the major marketing channels. Maybe you can help them manage their online presence if you're really good at those kinds of things like social media, and you can literally make money from your phone just by managing their social media. So number 3 in the list is freelancing, and you do have to identify what can you offer as a freelancing service. But once you do that, all you gotta do is get 1 or 2 clients to then recommend more. And it's almost like this growing snowball where you're having residual flows of income coming into your business, and all you gotta do is execute on those orders.
Want to take all the stress out of fulfilling your Kickstarter rewards? Fulfillrite is the turnkey solution that puts product delivery on autopilot. The Top Campaigns uses trusted high-tech provider to store, package, and ship their products. Focus on growing your business. Leave shipping to the experts. Don't wait. Get a custom quote from Fulfillrite today. Link in the description.
The next one in my list is to become an influencer. Now, we tend to think of bloggers and podcasters as well as kind of influencers, but by influencer, what I mean is by building a personal brand. So that could be, for example, starting a YouTube channel. That could be having a very popular Instagram profile. Typically, I lump influencers into a bit of a different category because they're specifically creating content in order to build their brand online and monetize it in many different ways. So in thinking about this, if you really want to become an influencer and have your own audience, you're willing to do things like content creation on Instagram or short form videos or YouTube videos even. If you're willing to put out content on a regular basis as your own marketing, and you want your face, your name to be the center point when it comes to your business, this is an easy time this year to actually stand out as an influencer because you got all the tools at your disposal. You can literally start making videos with your cell phone if you want to and get that content out there. So becoming an influencer is the next easiest way. I see teens, people in their young 20s easily making it and going viral on so many of these different social media platforms. You can do it too. The final one that I'm going to mention in my list is what I call micro e-commerce. So what is micro e-commerce? Well, micro e-commerce is you kind of selling smaller items or participating in e-commerce in a smaller way and selling products online. So that could be, for example, products that you design, that you craft, and you're selling it on Etsy, or something like a small drop shipping kind of operation which you're running from a Shopify store, or even selling smaller products and trying it out on Amazon and using Alibaba. Micro e-commerce to me is a very easy way to get started. If you want to take it more seriously, eventually you're going to have to develop your own product and likely launch that on a website like Kickstarter or Indiegogo, which is actually one of my specialities and one of the things that I've been teaching about since 2012 when it comes to actually how to get your own product out there to the world and sell that via a Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign and then turn that into an online business. But that goes beyond the point. I would say that micro e-commerce is great because it doesn't matter what age you are, you can sell products online to other people. All you need is a buyer and a seller. So I do think that e-commerce is growing every single year, and there are more and more platforms as well as we speak, and places and channels in which you can sell products online. So it's a very easy niche for anyone who's interested in having more of a scalable business in the future that you can get started with. So I'm a big believer in sinking your teeth into some really high quality education and not only learning, but also being willing to take action. being willing to, have a team on your side, to have someone who can help you and guide you through this process. Now, I personally started earning income as a teen through blogging, and then I progressed to podcasting, and that progressed to many other avenues as well. I have different revenue streams when it comes to business coaching, when it comes to online courses and digital products, when advertising, sponsorship, right? From YouTube, there are so many different revenue streams in my business, digital marketing services, right? When it comes to that. And for me, I would say that for those of you who really want to get started on the right foot and you want to make sure that this is worth your time, I do have a free course available to you if you're interested in getting started with launching your podcast or your blog. I have 2 free courses out there. One is really narrowed in on blogging, one is really narrowed in on podcasting. And if you'd like to learn more about that, go and check out the link in the description. In addition, I have another great YouTube video out there explaining exactly how to earn income online and kind of going a little bit behind the scenes into how I also have accomplished that in my own career. If you're a younger person and you want to stop wasting time, like you want to be successful not in 5 years, but within the next couple of months or weeks, go and check out a couple of the free videos that I'm going to link up in the description. And as well, if you're interested in podcasting or blogging, check out the free course down below because I really think you're gonna like it. Hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Salvador Brigman, and I will see you next time.